my name is Abhishek and welcome back to MBBS Treasure channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, that is cytotoxic reactions. Till now, we have covered type 1 hypersensitivity reactions, that is anaphylactic reaction. And now we are going to read about type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. So I am going to split the type 2 hypersensitivity reactions into two videos, in which this is the first part of the type 2 hypersensitivity, in which I am going to explain that what is that cytotoxic or the antibody mediated hypersensitivity reaction, whereas in part 2 I will be completely explaining the mechanisms through which these antigen antibody reactions occurring and that leading to this cytotoxicity. So be patient to watch till the end to completely acquire the knowledge. Let's start our today's topic. So our today's topic is cytotoxic type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. First of all, you should know that this type 2 hypersensitivity reaction is otherwise known as cytotoxic. And why is that so called? It is cytotoxic. Why? Because if you will split the word cytotoxic, it means cyto means cell and toxic means harmful. It means something is causing harm conditions to the cells of our body. So, and this toxic condition will lead to cell dysfunction or cell destruction. That is why it is known as, otherwise called as, cytolysis or cytotoxic type of hypersensitivity. What is the definition says is it is an antibody mediated reactions that causes the host tissue damage when the antibodies directly bind to the antigens on cell surfaces and results in cell destruction. As the word says, cytotoxic, and this hypersensitivity includes the antibody. So it is otherwise known as antibody mediated hypersensitivity. Okay, as here we see, it is antibody mediated reaction and it causes damage of the host tissue, means our own body cells or tissues. When it occurs? Because when there will be antibodies will be binding to the antigens. Okay, as there is formations of antibodies, so there will be an antigen. So this antigen, where will be present? It will be present on cell surfaces of the host tissue, and it results finally in cell destruction. So it is otherwise known as antigen antibody interaction leading to cell destruction. Okay, so this is the complete definition or complete meaning of the cytotoxic type of reaction, where it includes the antibodies. If we are going to differentiate the general characteristics between the type 1 and type 2 hypersensitivity reactions, then what are the main features through which we can differentiate, and we can differentiate between this type 1 and type 2. Let's see. First one is, it is type 1. The type 1 is mediated by mast cell and antibody IgE. Okay, so this is the important thing, that the type 1 will be mediated by mast cell. As we have already talked before, there will be a important component of the type 1 hypersensitivity, that is the mast cell, and to which the antibody like IgE specifically will be released, because IgE is otherwise known as allergical type of antibody or reagent type of antibody. In some cases of allergy, this very antibody or this only antibody is produced. That is the reason why type 1 hypersensitivity reaction is otherwise known as allergic or anaphylactic type of reactions. Whereas in case of type 2 reactions, what happens? It is only mediated by the antibodies. And what are the antibodies? The antibodies are IgG and IgM antibodies. Mostly it is mediated by IgG and sometimes mediated by IgM antibodies. Second thing, it generally leads to inflammatory reactions. As We know the type 1 hypersensitivity causes the allergical reactions through which we can find it can be redness, itchiness, inflammatory reactions, whereas in case of type 2, there it will lead to the cytotoxicity reaction. As from cytotoxicity means cell destruction reaction. It will ultimately cause the cell destruction through which the antigens will be present. Okay, and if you are going to differentiate from the type 3 hypersensitivity reaction, that is otherwise known as immunocomplex, that we are going to read in future videos, how we are going to differentiate from type 2 and type 3? Yes, type 2 is specifically tissue and organ based. It means it will affect the cells of tissue and organ specific, where the antigens will be present or found on the cell surfaces of these tissues and organs. But in case of type 3 immunocomplex reactions, it will be systemic and generalized. It will be affecting the whole systemic circulatory cells or whole generalized condition of our body. Okay, so we from these things we understood how we are going to differentiate or how we are going to see different prospects of type 2 and type 1 mediated hypersensitivity. So now we are going to discuss that what triggers this reaction and when this reactions is actually occurring, what are the disease, what are the conditions in which these reactions are occurring. First of all, I want to say you one thing, that this reaction is antigen antibody interactions, means it has three components. First one is antigen, second one is antibody, and third their interactions. As we know, this hypersensitivity reaction is a disorder of our immune reactions, and it causes the exaggerated reactions or response to the non-harmful antigens. So this antigen antibody interactions will occur due to the disorder of our immunological reactions. And what is the thing that triggers these reactions? Yes, first component will trigger the reaction, that is antigen. And what is that situation that will cause this reaction? Yes, when the antigens will be found attached on the cell membrane of a cell. Okay, so this is a complex situation, that when an antigen will be found attached to the surface of a cell membrane, then we will get this reaction. Now comes the questions, that if this antigen will get attached to the cell, then where will it get attached? The cell can be found in three formats, like it can be found in fixed, it can be found freely, and these cells can be found in the cellular matrix. What do you mean by fixed cell? Fixed cell means there are cells that are fixed to the basal membrane, and these cells constitute the tissue, and tissue will make the organs. So these are the cells that will be called as fixed cells because they are fixed to a basal laminal membrane. And when the antigens attached to this fixed cell surfaces, then this reaction can be triggered. Next comes the free cell. Free cell means if this is a blood vessels, and inside the blood vessels there are the blood cell particles that are freely roaming inside the vessels, then they are known as the free cells. And if on their surfaces the small antigens will be attached, then this reaction can get triggered. Next comes the cell matrix. What do you mean by cell matrix? If this is a cross section of a microscopic view, and these are the cells. Okay, so these are the cells, black one represents the cell, and in between the cells, this green color that I am drawing is nothing but this cellular matrix, that they help in adhesion, extraction, and they also helps in the process of osmosis between the cells and process of diffusions. They have many functions, and in this matrix the cells that are present, If they will be attached with the antigens, then this reaction can get triggered. So there are three different parts through which the cells are present. It can be fixed cells, it can be free cells, and it can be cell matrix. Okay, so this is a condition that when antigen binds to the cell. Now comes the questions that what are these antigens, what are these types of antigens. So these antigens are divided according to three categories. It can be self antigens, it can be modified or altered self antigens, it can be alloantigens. In which conditions these antigens will arise? Let's see. The self antigens is nothing but it is a self biomolecule or the macromolecule or any kind of proteinaceous structure that will be present on our cell membrane. Like for an example, the Rh antigen on red blood cell or this protein GP2B3A protein on the platelets. So in normal conditions they are present. But as we are talking about the hypersensitivity conditions in which there is a disorder of our immunological reactions and it is showing high response, high sensitivity response towards the non-harmful antigens or the protein structure, then it is going to trigger the situations. Like if the Rh antigens or the Rh protein is present on the red blood cell and this hypersensitivity is occurring, then this Rh will be acting as a self antigen. This protein present on the platelets will be acting as a self antigens, and this satisfies the word intrinsic because the antigen is present in itself inside our body. It is not coming from outside. That is the reason why it is otherwise known as intrinsic type of antigens. And this whole antigens or the proteinaceous or macromolecule structures will be present over the surfaces of the cells. Next comes the alloantigens. What do you mean by alloantigens? Allo means from the extrinsic, from the environment we are getting these types of antigens. What conditions? In the conditions like wrong blood transfusion or Rh incompatibility. Like in example, like in mismatched blood transfusion, what happens when we are getting blood from other donors? They have different blood categories, and as I have said, it is a wrong, means our blood is not matching with the donor. So what will happen? The antigens that are present in the donor's blood or the transfused blood will be detected by the antibodies that are present in our body and will try to make the antibody antigen reaction or the antigen antibody interaction. That will create this whole situation, and in that conditions the antigen present on the blood transfused blood will be acting as alloantigens. Like in the same manner in case of Rh incompatibility. What happens in Rh incompatibility? It is a condition arises when the mother is Rh negative, father is Rh positive, and the baby which is born will be Rh positive. In that case, what happens during the process of delivery? The blood of mother and fetus usually comes in contact through the placental or any kind of bleeding. Due to that, the mother antibodies will detect the Rh antigen of the fetus. As the Rh antigen will be detected by the antibodies of our mother, then the mother will try to protect her body from the next pregnancy. So there will be prepared form of antibody present inside the mother from the next time of pregnancy. That is the reason why this Rh antigen will be acting as an alloantigens for the mother body, because the Rh antigen is getting from the external, that is from the fetus blood. Okay, so this is the condition through which the alloantigen can arise. Next comes the modified self antigens. Why I am discussing these things last? Because it has the character of both intrinsic as well as extrinsic antigen. What does that means? Modified self antigens or altered self antigens. First of all, we will be taking this substance from outside through extrinsic mechanisms, and then our body will be modifying or altering that substance into an antigen. What does that mean? It happens in a conditions like drug reaction. What do you mean by drug reaction? Yes, it means that, let's say for an example, we are taking penicillin drug through per oral, means through mouth, then it gets to the liver, and in the liver it gets metabolized. Then what happens after the metabolism of the drugs? The drug metabolites that will be formed may get deposited on the surface of the cell, and that deposited drug metabolites can also act as an antigen. So in those conditions, they will be called as modified self-antigen, because we are taking the drug from the external, that is extrinsic mechanism, and our body, means the liver, is modifying to form the drug metabolites, and intrinsically these drug metabolites will be getting attached on the surface of the cell, and that will trigger the whole process or the mechanism of this cytotoxic type of hypersensitivity. Okay, so now you understood that what is the antigens, what are the types of antigens, and in which conditions these antigens can provoke these reactions, and what are the cells, what are the different kinds of cells present through which this antigen can be present on its cell surface. Now let's talk about the second component, that is antibody. Specifically in this type 2 hypersensitivity, there are two antibodies that are produced, that is IgG and IgM. Majorly this IgG is produced, or majorly this IgG is responsible for forming this cytotoxic type of reactions, and minorly or sometimes this IgM is produced. So these IgG or IgM antibodies are produced in which conditions? These are produced when there will be failure of self-tolerance mechanisms, when there will be disorder of the primary lymphoid organs, or when there will be disorder of the self-tolerance. Our body cannot tolerate the antigens, the normal antigens that are present. It means there will be arising of an autoallergy conditions. So in that conditions, the body will produce more number of antibodies, and they will be freely available in the blood vessels. So when they are freely available, so they will search for the normal antigens that are present in our body, and that will lead to autoallergical conditions. Next comes, it will be produced in response to alloantigens. As I have explained, this alloantigen condition in the in cases like mismatched blood transfusion and RH incompatibility, so our body will dictate the external antigens, and in that condition our body will try to produce these antibodies like IgG and IgM. Okay, so till now we have discussed what is antigens, what are the types of antigens, and what are the antibodies that mediates these reactions. Now let's talk about the interactions, how these interactions or this cell reaction is actually occurring. Let's move to this part. First of all, there will be primary lymphoid organ disorder. As I have said, there can be self-tolerance mechanism failure, and that may lead to this primary lymphoid organ disorder. In primary lymphoid organs, what are these primary lymphoid organs? Primary lymphoid organs like thymus and bone marrow. Thymus is responsible for production and maturation of T cell, whereas bone marrow is responsible for production and maturation of B lymphocyte cells. And B lymphocyte cells, as you know, they are the major precursor cell for producing the antibody, because these antibodies are produced by the plasma cells or the plasmocyte cells. So they will go through the processes for the production of this antibody. And then what will happen? In normal condition, this process will not occur, but when there will be condition arising of disorder, so the normally present antigens that are present over the cellular surfaces. Let's say for an example, this is a cell called RBC, and the antigen present is Rh. So it is Rh positive RBC. So what will happen? This antibody will detect the antigens that are present over the cell surfaces, and they will do the following reactions. That is, the mechanism of reactions or the cascade of reactions will be occurring. To what? It will be leading to dysfunction and destruction of the cell, and that will finally lead to this cytotoxic effect of reaction, and finally we will be getting this cytotoxic type of reactions. Okay, so as we are going to talk about the antibody, let's say this antibody is IgG, and what are its parts? This is a triangular form of antigen, as I have represented from the very beginning. So it's a triangular form of antigens that are present over the surfaces of the RBC. And what are these antigens? It is Rh antigen. Okay, so now comes this blue part is the antibody, and this antibody has two fragments. One is FAB fragment and the second one is FC fragment. I want to make you remember one thing, that in case of type 1 reactions, we see that here presence of special receptors, as we have talked before, here presence of special receptor, that is FC receptor, and the the antibody, that is IgE, was binding with this FC fragment. Now what happens in this condition? The FAB fragment will be binding with the antigen, and this FC fragment will be free, and to this FC fragment there will be attachment of complement system. Due to this activation, there could be attachment of the immunobiological blood cells that will be opsonizing and phagocytosizing this antigen. Okay, so this is the mechanism through which this antibody antigen or this antigen antibody interaction will take place, and finally leading to dysfunction, destruction, and the cytotoxic or cytolysis effect. Okay, so we are going to observe this whole reaction in some cases, like when there will be hemolytic anemia. Okay, when there will be hemolytic anemia, when there will be thrombocytopenia, and in case of autoallergy, what will happen? This platelets, these antigens that are present on the platelets will be destroyed, and as the antigen and the cell will get destroyed, and there will be decreasing in the number of platelets, and it will lead to thrombocytopenia, hemolytic anemia. If in case of RBC, these antigens that are present will be destroyed, the whole structure, the RBC will be destroyed, and it will be leading to hemolytic anemia. Next comes the blood transfusion, Rh incompatibility, as I have explained in these cases. And there is a special case, that is Goodpasture syndrome. When does that occur? This is the condition. It occurs in case of cell matrix, when the antigens will attach to the cell matrix of the kidney cells, cellular matrix, then we are going to observe this Goodpasture syndrome. So these are the examples of the cytotoxic type 2 reactions. You have to remember this. In my next video, I am going to explain the exact mechanisms through which this type 2 cytotoxic hypersensitivity reaction is occurring. Okay, so I hope you have understood this introduction to cytotoxic. What do you mean by cytotoxic reaction? What are the antigens? What are the different types of antigens? Which antibodies mediate these reactions? And how the interaction is actually taking place. Okay. So thank you for watching my video. If you like this video and if you have understood the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.